Welcome to another episode of the JayC Show, and I want to wish everybody a good evening. Hope everybody's doing fine at home. Harap semua di rumah selamat, okay, sehat. Hari ito, another episode of the JayC Show. We have an interesting guest with us today. Joining us today on this show, we'll be talking a little bit about the art of acting and the theater industry here in Sarawak as well. He's a guest who is from a production house called RUMAH SERAK, and it's going to be an interesting night. As usual, this is the different edition of JayC Show. We've been doing a little bit, we'll be doing things a little bit different because of the CMCO and everything like that. And for that, there's nothing we can do for now, but we'll always try our best to give you guys the best entertainment of the night as possible. Now, of course, before we move on to our first segment of the show, please do not follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all social media platforms. Just type the name JayC Ho, the JayC Show. You can find us. It's really easy. And subscribe to TVS YouTube channel to watch the repeat episode. All right, more on the JayC Show. Now, as usual, for our first segment, I'll be sharing you guys with a few topics that I found from the internet, which is really interesting because I just like to share stuff. I like to talk. I like to share interesting stuff, fun facts that might blow your mind. So macam biasa, segmen pertama to, kami akan kongsikan dengan anda beberapa topik yang menarik yang kami jumpa dalam internet. So untuk sekadar berkongsi aja lah, bukan fakta daripada kami bukan pandai, kami biasa aja, kami orang biasa aja. Okay. So, topik pertama, the first segment, the first topic is about bees. Now, some of you might already know that usually dogs are being used trained by law enforcement to detect drugs in the airport or in somebody's body. So, biasanya sila akan melatih anjing ataupun di Sarawak tu kita tunjuk asu untuk cium bau dadah semua dalam badan manusia dalam airport . So, serba sedikit tentang lebah, which is bees, they are able to detect as well because they have a very strong scent and they will do anything as long as the reward is food. Now, here is the catch. Bees can actually detect explosive materials, or in more easy terms to explain, bombs. Bees can actually detect bombs. So if you're afraid of being bombed anywhere like that, if you're in the forest someday, you should train the bees to actually detect bigger bombs. And we hope they utilize this because dogs are already part of the law enforcement team to detect drugs and everything like that. So we hope bees can actually be part of the force. Ooh, interesting facts. Lebah boleh detect bom sebelum bahan meletup. Betapa hebatnya lebah tu bees sengat, bukan pandai sengat aja, pandai cium juga bau bom. Interesting fact. Go look it up. And our next topic, of course, we have a little something about boyfriends and husbands. So a study shows that a survey was made. A survey was made about 17,000 people across 28 countries. And guess what the survey says? After marriage, the amount of time a man spends doing chores on a weekly basis decreases significantly, and it finds out that boyfriends do more houseworks than husbands. Ooh. Now, I will have you guys to answer that. So, biasanya ada study tu, ada survey tu lah, sudah mengkaji dan keluar keputusannya. Teman lelaki, bukan suami banyak pula kerja rumah berbanding dengan lelaki. Dengan suami. So, benda tu benar ke sih? Sebab tu based on survey. So, kita tahu tu benar-benar sahih ke sih lah. Tapi tu orang boleh menilai dengan diri tu pun. Tahu siapa-siapa yang masih bergerak, rajin sih. Yang dah nikah, suami orang di rumah rajin sih. Nulung cuci tapak, basuh baju, pakai nasi, mat baju di luar. Nulung sih. We have no idea because it's just a survey. But it is an interesting topic to talk about and to bring up. So, check it out. And of course, our last topic of the day, it's about naps. Okay, it's about just tidur. Tidur petang, tidur sekejap, tidur setengah jam. Naps can actually save your lives. Because there's a study, research has found that a midday nap can make you more effective, focused, and fresh for the rest of the day. So a short nap, or let it be at least half an hour or an hour nap, can actually help you to boost a certain immunity system in your body, and it can decrease the rate of heart attack as well. So I like to advise everybody at home to at least have a break from any. Even if you're in the office during a lunch break, take some time to relax and have a short nap or a power nap to improve your health wise. So bagi siapa yang sedang busy kerja atau di rumah kamu ada banyak gila kerja, curi-curi lah masa sikit untuk rehat, untuk nap. Kami bukan mana tidur mun tidur nang mengando sampai berapa jam. Nap, tidur pendek. Tidur sekejap, rehat baru, relax, istirahat supaya tong boleh improve, tong pun health, kesihatan tong terjaga. So neto lagi-lagi dalam masa neto adalah masa COVID and pandemic, everything like that. Yang paling penting adalah jaga kesihatan. Alright, more to come here on the JayC Show. We got more to come. We have our guest joining us here, Mr. Felix Agustus, later on the show. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Hi and welcome again to the JayC Show. I'm about to bring out our guest for this episode. He's an actor and the people behind a lot of theater acts as well here in Malaysia and of course, especially in Sarawak. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for our guest for today, Felix Agustus. How are you, bro? Apa kabar semua? Okay?
Yeah. Baik, bagus.
Kini to tengah quarantine nak. When we're shooting this, kini to nya tengah quarantine. So, macam ni perasaan quarantine bah masa tu. Dari sini, balik dari sini, kena perlu quarantine.
Ya, I bawa balik daripada KL, pola sikit-sikit kerja lah.
Okay.
Ya, so bila balik situ, then we need to follow the rule lah. Kena quarantine for 14 days.
Oh, good. Sabar lah. Tahan dulu. Alright, so Felix berterlibat dengan sige production to yang bernama Rumah Serak. So maybe boleh cerita sedikit apa sebenarnya Rumah Serak tu and nya melibatkan apa?
Rumah Serak tu nya ditubuhkan set up tahun 2019, awal 2019. Kami orang pun perancangan awal adalah menjadikannya sebagai sebuah art house, tempat kita groom local talent lah. So kami orang start with early 2019. Kami orang pula script reading pun session and then acting workshop, classes. Sebab tujuan kami orang basically adalah untuk jadikan Rumah Serak tu sebagai platform untuk grooming orang-orang baru. Not necessarily orang baru lah, I mean that orang yang berminat dalam art dan berminat untuk also help to perbanyakkan lagi pemain-pemain industri di Sarawak tu. Nya not necessary dalam bidang lakonan lah, sebab dalam grup kami orang pun ramai juga daripada background lain. Ada dancer, musician, semela, even painter pun ada. So yalah, kami orang open, mun ada orang mau collaborate pun kami orang okay. So yalah, basically nak kami orang pula. So
ya lebih kepada performing arts lah, theater, drama, dance, everything like that.
Banyak kepada ke arah performing arts lah, but actually arts tu pun besar, so masih banyak lagi benda yang kita boleh pula through benda tu lah.
So it's also a production house as well. Maybe you can talk a little bit about the projects yang pernah Toong dah produce and tengah produce juga daripada Rumah Serak. Maybe you can touch a little bit about that.
Okay. Starting 2019 kami orang dah start dah pola script reading and then classes lah, acting class lah for the first batch. And not first batch tu nya bertuah sedikit sebab dalam kelas kami orang tu nya akan ada final project lah. So untuk first batch tu dah nya laki sebab hanya berpeluang untuk pola 2 show. Sebab first place kami orang dapat invitation to join performance, kena invite by Befrienders Kuching first year anniversary. So Rumah Serak was invited to perform there. This is our first product lah, where the script ditulis pelajar kami orang, lakonan oleh pelajar kami orang lah. It was a successful show.
Wow.
And after that, the student tu hanya berpeluang untuk join one of the festival Theater Malaysia peringkat negeri Sarawak 2019. So the show and the student perform, and then it's the first time, semua first timer. And then we managed to win some lah. Kami orang Rumah Serak menang pelakon wanita terbaik, pelakon pembantu wanita terbaik, and also pengarah terbaik lah for that festival.
Wow, that's good. Congratulations. Now also, sebab Munda dalam dunia lakonan dan teater, who are the people that you've ever worked before? Prolific sikit lah. Orang yang pernah kau bekerja sama dalam bidang tu.
Basically sebelum tu I memang banyak olah teater. So and then some TV production semuanya lah. Yang antara yang paling besar sebelum I balik situ last time was TV series.
Awesome.
It's Strike Back season 7. Other than that, more locally, yang mungkin orang tahu, I do some commercial pun voice over lah for Gawai Keamatan Petronas lah. And then basically lain major pun produk adalah theatre production lah, which we managed to do some tour lah.
Wow.
KL, Penang, Singapore, Thailand. So that's what I'm doing lah.
Alright Felix, I also want to know, memang tok tengah quarantine, tengah susah sikit lah. So dalam pandemik tok macam ni lah industri lakonan dan teater tok. Macam ni bah?
Okay. Bagi Rumah Serak atau bagi aku lah, pandemik tok sebenarnya adalah satu ruang untuk menjadikan penggiat seni tok menjadi lebih kreatif.
Yes.
Yalah, untuk kita berfikir di luar kotak, di luar ruang kebiasaan kita tu. So bagi aku kita sebagai penggiat seni, kita mesti jadi kreatif dan mudah adapt dengan situasi semasa. We have to know apa nak terjadi kena itu dan apa nak kita boleh polah selain daripada benda yang. Contohnya kedai Rumah Serak, kami orang sepatutnya tahun tu kami orang ada tour, and then final project for the student lah. So basically tour terpaksa kami orang cancel sebab MCO kita dapat pergi sini-sini.
Betul.
And then we cannot get crowd to watch the performance lah. And then for the final project for the student, for me kami orang mesti lakukan. Sebab bagi aku apa penggiat seni perlukan ataupun orang-orang baru mau bergiat dalam seni tu perlukan hanyalah platform, ruang, peluang diberikan kepada kita. So kami sebaik mungkin try olah benda tu, beri adanya ruang dan peluang tu. Jadi finally we managed to do it, and then the end product akan keluar soon bulan 12 tu. So we will share with you guys bilanya akan keluar lah.
So would you mind share with us what are the upcoming works that you guys are actually planning moving forward from this pandemic for for Rumah Serak?
Okay, our latest project bulan 12 tu kami orang akan pola sikit crash course. It's called theater untuk pemula. Okay. It's basically a theater 13 days theater program.
Alright.
Yang akan mengajar orang tentang teater, lakonan, pengurusan seni teater yang pun including to understand the industry. So we run like for 13 days, 12 hari workshop, and one day adalah final performance untuk student.
Nice.
So adalah khusus terdekat kami orang. It will be open it will be open soon, the registration. I don't know how the management team kami orang kapolah. So we will share that soon. Apart from that, apart from that crash course, kami orang juga ada all year long program, 12 minggu pun program untuk acting. Basically tiap tahun kami orang polah lah.
Wow.
12 minggu program with final performance juga. So adalah detail more into acting lah. sebab tujuan asal kami orang juga untuk groom banyak lagi talent untuk menceburi bidang seni lakon tu lah.
Nice.
And finally ada sikit program project bulan 12 tu juga nya akan run I think early of December lah. It's a final project by our student. It's a theater yang telah difilmkan.
Wow.
So benda tu is probably something new here. But kami orang akan cuba untuk lakukan yang terbaik. Nya akan keluar bulan 12 tu. Okay, nya akan keluar melalui our media platform lah, Rumah Serak. You can find us dalam Facebook Rumah Serak, Instagram Rumah Serak, and also YouTube lah Rumah Serak. So yang best about that final project adalah cerita daripada student, lakonan student, is a device play. Device play mean that yang direct pun student lah.
Wow.
So basically, this is effort by our student, our product that kami orang membuat keluar so that people will will understand more about theater. We give them platform, kami orang beri ruang dan peluang kepada setidaknya.
Oh, it's like the project lah. It's like the project lah.
Betul.
Student pun project.
For this project, orang ramai perlu faham, belajar teater, belajar lakonan bukan semestinya untuk kita menjadi seorang pelakon. Our student for current project tu adalah bosses from company.
Wow.
So kena adanya follow this class is sebab adanya mau belajar how to do speech, to build self-confidence, how to memahami orang di sekelilingnya bila adanya bekerja. So adalah what we are trying to do. This is what our workshop doing lah, to be confident of the student. So it's no harm. It's good to try to act. It's not necessary for you to be a good actor, but probably you can be a good presenter. So adalah peluang dan ruang yang kami orang sediakan. Antara ruang dan peluang yang kami orang sediakan lah menerusi Rumah Serak.
Right, of course. That's what's the most important thing, yeah. All the other aspects of theater and acting. Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. Now also, it's an interesting thing to know and it's interesting share, especially to the audience of Sarawak, because I think that bidang lakonan to selalunya it's not really much of a attraction here yet, but hopefully in the future, I mean, you and Rumah Serak, you can always do something and work together in the future for more platforms for your students to actually have a bigger platform to perform and to act as well. Now, I want to sign off and I want to wrap up this meeting. I want to once again thank you, Felix, for your time.
Okay, thank you, JayC.
Semoga cepat-cepat habiskan kuarantin lah, saya dapat pula kerja lagi lah.
Thank you for having me here. Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for joining the interview on the JayC Show. All right, now we're moving to the last segment of the show, and I'd like to summarize a little bit about our interview here with Mr. Felix Agustus on the JayC Show. Now, basically, he represents most of the acting community, acting, drama, and theater community here in Sarawak, and he's been doing Rumah Serak for quite some time now. And it's a good sign, don't you think? I mean, everybody out there who's into acting, who wants to be part of a theater performance, theater acts, and, in the future, perhaps, act in some of the series or movies that's been produced to one of our only TV station here in Sarawak. You never know. Well, not the only, but the first. So keep your heads up high, dream higher for those who are into who's into acting, because we may have a platform for you very soon. And always you guys can check out Rumah Serak's Facebook and Instagram page. They're filled with contents and information on how you guys want to be part of their production. And usually they were always looking for new casts for certain shows. Now, kami maulang lagi sekali. Hari ito, interview kami. Orang yang kami bawa interview hari ito, Mr. Felix to, niya terlibat dengan production house to yang bernama Rumah Serak lah. So, Ito adalah untuk memupuk semangat dan membuka ruang dan platform untuk anak-anak Sarawak yang minat berlakon. Untuk ada minat untuk berlakon, boleh coba approach Sidak. Ni tahu tong boleh involve dalam apa-apa production ke, berlakon dalam TVS ke, kita ni tahu drama series ke, filem ke, movie ke, apalah. Asal tong ada minat berlakon aja. Di Sarawak ni tahu kita ada peluangnya ni tahu. Ada peluangnya, ada caranya untuk masuk ke dunia lakonan di situ. Si perlu lelah pergi jauh bah. Boleh pergi jauh. I mean pergi Semenanjung ke untuk belajar, ambil pengalaman. Memang sini nang banyak production house. Tapi kita situ pun ada juga. So berilah peluang kepada local production house, local platform, local people, local food, local amoy. Stop lah. Dapat sih pada macamnya. Tapi yalah terkeluar deh. Anyways, to wrap up that interview, it's been an honor talking to Mr. Felix. Hope we can bring him back to the studio because kini toknya tengah menjalani kuarantin. Sebaik-baiknya, semoganya sehat dan semua terbaik. And of course, moving on, before we wrap up the show, once again, please engage with us on social media. Untuk orang ada Facebook ga, ada Instagram ga, ada YouTube ga, please come and connect dengan mereka. Okay, Facebook, type je nama JayC _HO. And then, Instagram, sorry. For Instagram, it's JayC _HO. For Facebook, JayC Ho, JayC ruang space HO. Okay, mun set dah, memang akan coba angkat di batok lah. Okay, belakang editor. Yang pun kejar lah. So yeah, follow us on all social media platforms. Engage with us. Give us some comments and we would appreciate some feedback about the show. If certain topics that you want us to talk about, send in, write in. You know, we can always consider. And if we find out that it's a good topic to talk about, we might just consider and give you a little shout out. Put your name on TV a little bit. Yeah, anybody wants that. So yes, jangan malu-malu, jangan segan-segan follow and like maang di Facebook dan di Instagram. Dan muntong mo nangga ulangan, siaran ulangan JayC Show tu malam tu, TVS YouTube channel, just type that TVS. Tong boleh nangga lah, banyak ge episode lain. So stick with us. I know this is a little bit different, out of the norm, because we're now currently facing a little bit heavy on the pandemic for the Sarawak region. But once again, stay safe, everybody. I want to give a major shout out to all the frontliners out there doing their job. We're with you. All our love is with you. And I bet everybody at home is rooting for you and praying for you. Do your job. We're still going to be here with you. And thank you so much for fighting this battle for us. And we can't wait for everything to be over. Keep your head up high. And then, JayC Show is going to be back to normal. And we might, make little changes in a different, the next coming episode. We never know. Kita nangga dulu. Dapat sih kita wala perubahan tentang the JayC Show. It's a good thing to ponder about. So jangan malu-malu. Once again, thank you for watching. I'm gonna sign out right here, right now. This is the JayC Show, and I'm your host. Good night. Stay safe. Ikut SOP. Sop. Cuci tangan. Sanitize. Scan bila perlu. Mau scan nombor kami boleh juga. Good night. I'm gonna see you again.